Hey, it's Corona here. So, today I want to talk about something that I think surprises a lot of women. I spend most of my time with my clients getting them to unlearn things that they've been indoctrinated to think when it comes to weight loss. I'll give you an example today. This is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to challenge you today, and I'm going to challenge the idea that midlife weight gain means that you're eating too much. Most women that I work with, 90%, 90 plus percent, are not overeating. They're actually eating less than they did in their 30s. And that surprises almost everyone because we've really been taught that weight gain inherently means that we must be doing too much. Too much food, too many calories, too many indulgences. But for women in midlife, that story is usually just plainly backwards. And it's exactly why their body is refusing to let go of a single pound. Here's where this gets uncomfortable, but it's really, really important. Intermittent fasting, calorie restriction, white knuckling hunger, even weight loss suppressant medications. For many women over 40, these things are actually making the problem even worse for them. And not because they're doing them the wrong way, not because they lack discipline, but because their body's no longer playing by the same rules it did when they were younger. We've all been indoctrinated into the philosophy of calories in versus calories out. Too much fat in the diet will make you fat. And to be fair, eating less probably did work when you were younger, in your 20s, often in your 30s. But once estrogen levels start to dip in perimenopause, the entire game changes. Your body stops prioritizing efficiency and starts prioritizing safety. And this is where cortisol comes in. After 40, baseline cortisol levels naturally start to rise. Cortisol is not a bad hormone, but it is a survival hormone. And survival hormones do one thing really, really well, and that's that they protect stored energy, especially around the belly. Now you add in poor sleep, anxiety, constant mental pressure of life, busy lives, and chronic underfueling or undereating, and your body quietly starts living in fight or flight without you even realizing it. And here's the part that I really want you to hear. When you restrict calories or don't eat enough food, your body doesn't see discipline. It doesn't see commitment. It sees a warning of famine. So instead of burning fat, it does the most intelligent thing possible. It slows everything down. Your metabolism doesn't break. It just starts shifting into protection mode, which means every calorie that you do eat is more likely to be stored, not burned to fuel your day. And this is why cutting more never works for very long. And this is why so many women in midlife feel anxious but exhausted, disciplined but stuck, careful but super frustrated. And it's why no matter how much you tighten things up or eat clean, fat seems to go straight to your belly. It's also why oftentimes you'll lose a couple of pounds straight out of the gate because the body's confused. And then once the warning of famine sets in, the body starts storing at an even faster rate. And this is essentially why you can lose a couple of pounds and then they just come screaming back on, even with a couple of more added to it. But here's the thing, your body's not betraying you, right? It's responding intelligently to the environment you're creating. The body is incredibly smart. But here's the good news. This isn't permanent, and it doesn't require living hungry or just trying even harder or being tied to a medication for life. The real shift happens when the body gets a different message, one that says, you're safe, resources are available, you don't have to hold on so tightly. And when that message lands, the body finally lets go. And I'm telling you, it lets go faster and easier than you ever think is possible. One of my favorite things in my work is when my client comes to me and says, I cannot believe how easy this feels. It just lights up my whole life. Here's the bottom line. After 40, your metabolism is no longer responding to rules or restriction. It's responding to signals. And chronic underfueling sends a very loud signal. Resources are scarce, slow everything down. And that's why the scale won't move and you're stuck in weight loss resistance. That's why energy stays low and you feel tired all the time. You have to take afternoon naps. And that's why fat loss feels harder the more you try. And this is where most weight loss advice completely misses the mark for women in midlife. And it's exactly why I recorded this short video for you, so that I could break this down, because literally once you see it, you can't unsee it. But here's the thing, it's really easy to fix. Losing weight after 40 is not hard, it's not difficult, it's just very specific and it's very different than what we've been told. So book your free call, 15 minutes. The link is down below. If you are experiencing this in your body right now, book that free strategy call with me. It's not a sales call, it's a strategy call, and I'll help make sure that you're on the right track to getting your own fat loss to burn, to getting your own body out of famine mode, and getting your metabolism to start working for you instead of against you. All right, hope this helps.